Hey everyone, how's it going? Dablooon here, and today's another BTD6 video, and today's going to be another 2 Megapops achievement challenge. Last time we did it with the crossbow master, and this time we're going to do it with the new and improved Permacharge Boomerang Monkey, who is just crazy strong, and I'm really excited to show you guys this. The 2 Megapops challenge, as you guys know, is where you have to get 2 million pops with 1 tower, and at the end of this you're going to have 2 million with him. We're on round 102, so there's a little more. And then you're going to have some with the alchemist, unfortunately, but we're going to do our best to make him as low as possible, and I'm going to show you guys how to get here in a second. No hero for this one because he's just going to add more pops to it, which we don't need. As you saw, the alchemist had 20-something thousand pops, and you have roughly around 2,040,000 or so pops in chimps, so we need all of them to be with our boomerang monkey, which means we cannot use any towers really that pop. So it's going to be a little bit of a stretch, but we'll be able to manage, and I have my cheat sheet here to show you exactly what to use on each level, and I think this should be pretty easy and pretty fun. And if you're not that experienced with micro or abilities and timing with all of that stuff, I think you're going to have fun with this one because it'll test your knowledge of the game. So let's get on to that map. We're going to go to logs, of course, because you guys saw it already there, and logs is where you go for all achievements, or at least where I go, because it's just so many chances to hit these things, and you can't do this. I tried it on Cubism. Maybe it's been done, maybe people can do it. I can't, but yeah. And before we get too far into this, guys, hit that like button if you do like the video, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. It does help out a lot, and we're really close to 10K, and I'm really excited because as of July of 2019, guys, this channel had 100 subs. Can you believe it? 100 subs, and now it's at 10,000 or close to 10,000. I am so stoked, and I can't believe it. So thank you guys so much, and you guys are awesome. Then definitely give a follow on that Twitch, because that's where the live streams are. And I actually just left a Minecraft live stream. It was a lot of fun. Supreme helped me build my house because after all this time I still don't have a house built, and it just got a little crazy in there with all those little flying dragon things when you're losing sleep and stuff. But anyways, guys, follow on that Twitch because I'll be streaming Bloons live Sunday, and I love streaming Bloons with everyone and playing co-op. It's a lot of fun, a lot of cool people in there, and I've met a lot of cool people in there, so definitely jump over there. But for this, guys, let's get back to this game. We're going to get up to red hot rings and then the bionic boomer, and then we're going to have to worry about that first camo on 24, as you guys know, because we're not going to be able to get the village in time. And if you go straight for the village now, you may have enough money, but you're not going to have enough popping power to beat all the rounds. So it's kind of a give and a take. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a dart monkey down, and we're going to use him for literally like 1 round is all we really need him for, and then he's just going to be in the way the rest of the time. But eventually we'll get a Chinook or a Chinooki, and we will carry that guy away and carry the perma-brew away, and we'll make it super easy and super fun. There are going to be a lot of hard parts though, and by hard parts it's not like, yeah, it's just hard. I don't know how else to say it. I can't sugarcoat it. It's hard because there's some parts where like there is some RNG to it, and so I did my best to make it not as much or very little. But then like, okay, so I did about like 25 takes of this earlier today before the stream, and I was driving myself crazy, and then at the end all of a sudden I lost on 44, and I'm like, 44? Why 44? I hadn't lost on 44 once, and all I let it do is I go on first and I just let it be every time, and then all of a sudden on 44 I lose. I'm like, what's going on? So that's just how this game kind of works though. You can beat the same level 25 times in a row, and then number 26 you just lose for some reason. And so we're gonna have to work with a little bit of that, but I think we'll be okay, and hopefully you guys will be fine. And then honestly, guys, you guys know how to do it. Just hit home screen if you guys are having troubles or it looks a little crazy, because I'm assuming you guys already blackboarded this map prior to this. And if you haven't, and if you're actually using this 2 Megapops challenge as your blackboarder for the first time on logs chimps, please let me know in the comments below, because that is super crazy to wait that long. That is just super cool. So let me know below if that's how you guys are rolling with this, and that's cool. That's super cool. All right, we're almost to that 1730 for the bionic boomer. I think like logs is everybody's first chimps, right? I mean, I think mine was Monkey Meadows. That's the one I made the video on. I'd have to go back and watch that video and see if I scroll through my badges to see if I actually got another one before that. But at that point, guys, to be honest with you, I don't think I even knew what the black border was. I just knew that I had one and the other one was gold, and I was like, what's going on here? So it's funny how you learn things, but I was like, oh, I'm good enough to make a video, and then I didn't even know what the black border was, but it happens. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to throw this guy right here. Put him at the edge of the tree really, because when we give him his camo range, we don't want him to hit the track. So that's perfect right there. Because remember, we don't want to add any more pops than we have to, like ultimately have to do. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems. So now that we got our camo on 24 taken care of, I think the next camo is what, like 33? So we have way more than enough time to get our village up for that. And I think we'll be okay. And I'm going to try to sit up for this video, guys, because I've been told that I've been slouching a lot. And I have been. And now that I'm like sitting up straight, my back kind of hurts. You know how it's always weird how that works. But it is, guys. So I'm going to try to, but now I'm like taking up half the screen with my big old head. So who knows? Okay, I'm going to grab this guy and put it right in this corner. Right there. And the reason why is because I am going to be using a overclock later. And I don't want to accidentally hit overclock on the village instead of the boomerang. And I know I won't with my mouse, but I have done that so many times with my thumb on my mobile phone because there's just not enough room and I go bloop and I've just overclocked a village and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it does happen. You gotta live with it. That's why I'm placing the tower as far away as possible so I don't do that. But on his own, like this guy's pretty strong. I'm pretty happy with the results. It doesn't take a lot and we can take around 40 with him solo, which is pretty cool. I mean, solo with a village, if you want to call it solo. And that's pretty awesome. But then as it gets on, like the hard part about this and what I would like to change this up a little tiny bit and we make this so much easier is that we're like $200 short on 63 for the permacharge. And so what happens is we have to roll through 63 like perfectly and then use the permacharge at the right exact time, and then literally the last bloons are right here when you can upgrade to the permacharge, and then you save yourself. But 9 out of 10 times I've been having the trouble where it gets like right here and I don't even have permacharge up and then I can't buy it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So it does happen. And I hope it doesn't happen because I want to show you guys just a super clean cut through way to do this for black border on the first one, because I know I black bordered the last Megapops, but this one is a lot harder, guys. I don't know why, because the other one all you need to do is just keep the overclock on your Dart Monkey and you're fine, right? And this one does not work like that because we're not even gonna have permacharge till way later. But I think you guys will be fine. I think we'll manage and it won't be too bad. But we'll see. We'll see. So we're going to get this to 865 for that primary training. And then I'm going to try to trim as much fat off this video as possible, because if not, I feel like it'll be another 45-minute video, because as you guys know, with these logs videos with achievements, it takes a very long time because these balloons slip along this little path and then it takes forever. So what I'm going to do is I will see you guys again on 39. Now let's upgrade that turbocharge. I did not do anything different. I didn't change targeting or anything like that. I just let it roll through. Done that every time and it's had no problems yet. So, but now we're going to upgrade to turbocharge. And on 39, guys, what we're going to do is, for this one, again, 9 times out of 10, you'll be fine leaving it on first. But for that one time, it doesn't work. So we're going to leave it on strong. We're going to eat all of these zebras and most of these rainbows. And then we're going to turn it back to first and let him clean them up. But sometimes what happens if you leave it on first, he'll let a little too many slip through. And we don't want any of that. So as you can see, this is totally fine now. We're going to have 0 issues at all. And for that level 40, what we're going to do is obviously, we're going to charge this one. There you go. And then we're going to charge again on 43. But feel free to use them. I just know on 43 we need it, 45 we need it, 46 we need it. But other than that, feel free to definitely just roll through on your own and use it as much as you want in between. Then it does take almost a whole round or more to get this done, or to permacharge it back, but as long as there's a pink rolling through, we should be fine. Anything a pink and lower, he can handle. See this? Look at it. There you go. So he's chilling. Anything higher, you're gonna have to permacharge. Just keep that in mind. Okay, and right now you can get the alchemist and make this 10 times easier, but I'm gonna wait till 46 because that guy starts chunking up lives. Like he gets so many, or not lives, pops. He gets so many pops, it just makes us kind of like bad news bears. So what we're going to do is like try to not have that happen by getting him a lot later. This one we're going to definitely have to use it right about now. Okay, so on 44, we're not going to be able to use it. And then on 45, we'll use it again. And then feel free also, guys, to change your targeting. So if you feel like there's too many zebras, let's pop all the zebras first with that strong and then put it back to first and you guys will be totally fine. So do that as much as you feel like you need to. Don't do it too much and overthink it, because you might cause problems. I've done that a dozen times too. I was like, oh, I'm the targeting master, and then I lost because I overthought it and targeted when I didn't need to. I've just been fine on first. So for 45, this is, yes. We're going to permacharge again, but right now I'm going to leave a little bit on the strong so we can clean this up a little bit. Now what's really cool about leaving on strong for this one is that he's still going to pop the ones around him, even the first ones, because that's just how this guy rolls, which is pretty cool. Because it spins around in circles, it hits everything else, even though he's going after something else, which is cool. Okay, I think with this one we're going to have to permacharge. So that would have slipped through. I don't know why he wasn't going after that yellow one, but he wasn't, and that was not cool. All right. So for 46, I wrote down that you need to permacharge, but you also can put the alchemist and you won't have to permacharge. So that's what we're gonna do here. And what's a little different, guys, that you're not used to with at least my videos, because I've never used this combination. I go 4, 2, 0. And the reason why is that perishing potions, guys. So I kept trying and trying with the 4, 0, 2 like normal, and it wasn't enough. He just couldn't hack it all the way to 63 to get that permacharge. So I threw on the second one, and that purple, I always like to call him like the alchemist blood that he throws on the floor, whatever, the acid pool. But the purple one actually does a lot of damage and pretty much hurts the Moabs and then hurts these ceramics enough to where we can just clean up whatever's left, which is really, really nice. And he just became very, very, very useful to me. So I'm going to use him through this one and maybe on some others too, because it's kind of fun and it's kind of helpful. Now the problem is though, he's going to get a lot more pops too, or I don't know if he gets more pops because he's not on like faster throwing or whatnot, but it's going to be enough pops that it gets a little freaky at the end. But I know for a fact I've done it several times now, and you definitely has less than 40,000, and this guy has over 2 million, so you're totally fine. Okay, so for 48 to 54, we don't need to do anything. What we're going to do here, guys, we're just gonna relax it and then let it be. And then it says on my notes that we don't need anything until 54, but that's not a guarantee. So just keep your hand on the trigger finger on that turbocharge and get ready for it. And if you need it, you can use it. Also, remember you got your targeting to work with. So if it gets a little hairy and it's all ceramics like right now, put it on strong, clean up those ones, and then put it back on first, and you guys should be totally fine. Use what you got, guys. Use it. And the strong thing actually helps a lot, I think. So changing targeting not only helps, it's not that I think it helps a lot, it does help a lot. It makes it way easier. So for this one too, like we're going to do this without anything. I'll show you. We'll do this one, hit him on strong, pop that one, there you go. And pretty much if you can get him to pop a Moab anywhere before this bend right here, the alchemist will help you take down whatever's inside, and you get it every single time, which is pretty cool. So I'll put this one on strong. Okay. And then remember, leave your alchemist on first so he can help clean up any ceramics or any crazy things that come through and just make it easier for us. But like I said, as long as the Moab's in this area and he's somewhat damaged, he will pop it before here. And as long as he pops it before the alchemist and the alchemist can throw his purple stuff on it, you are fine. So these Moabs are actually not too bad at all, which is pretty cool. So you could probably leave it on first, but like I said, just be safe. Why not? So I'm gonna put these guys on strong, and I'm cleaning some of these up. Now put it back on first. There you go. And as long as they're popping them on first, leave it on first. Just don't mess with that. Put them on strong. Now let's get some of these Moabs taken out of here. Okay. And this will be easy. So that's way more than enough of damage on that Moab for us to take it out. So we'll be fine. Same with this one. And there you go. And as long as it's pink or under, this guy can take it out on his own. So we have 0 issues. But guys, oh my gosh, we still need, what is that? 17,000 more, right? Yeah, 17,000 more to take this to the permacharge, which is crazy to me. But this guy is strong too. We're probably going to have to maybe permacharge here, but I don't want to because I want to permacharge on 40. So we might just leave this thing be. Put him on first, obviously. There you go. And then this one will be fine. Look at that, guys. Okay. And then every once in a while, I tell you a pink and below is totally fine, right? And then every once in a while, one will just slip through for no reason. And that's that random stuff I'm talking about. But we really can't do too much about that. So you're just going to have to let it be. I'm going to put these guys on strong, though. I think I'm going to end up permacharging here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna permacharge here. Little early, definitely way too early, but I don't want to mess it up here, guys. Okay, cool. As long as you get it done before there. I just didn't trust it. There was too many ceramics rolling around. I said on my notes, just put it on strong, but it didn't seem to be working. So we're gonna just keep on trucking. Remember guys, use your targeting, use your charging, it's all good. Next thing we're gonna do is on 57, so these ones should be a little easier. And hopefully guys, this isn't too hard for you. Let me know below, and I'm hopefully explaining it thoroughly enough for you to make it not so crazy. But please let me know below, because I would like to make my strategies easier and better for you guys to understand. So if it's too difficult, or I'm going back and forth with this whole strong and first thing and you guys don't really understand the concept of it, let me know below, okay? And then we're on 56. This one should just be a simple, easy one, but you never know. I almost lost on this one time too. Okay, so that Moab, just, you can start to tell how much damage it has and how easy it's gonna be to take out. And then sometimes they will slip around here, and then you're like, ugh. But what are we gonna do? So we're gonna put this guy in strong for 57. Same thing, kind of let it be. Yeah, I don't even have using permacharge in my notes, so I don't know what I was thinking that day. I swear I'm like better on mobile. It's easier on mobile, I mean. Okay, so I permacharged there, and the reason why, or turbocharged, because yes, it was pinks, but there was so many balloons underneath him right here on this path that it looked like he wouldn't have been able to hit through them to get to the pinks, and that's happened a few dozen times too. So that's why I just definitely went through and hit that one on that. So put this guy in strong for here, pop that Moab. Put this guy in strong, pop that Moab. Now go back on first, because that Moab is pretty much taken care of. We need to take care of some of these ceramics. Okay. Ooh, those get scary, guys. Okay, we're good. So now I'm still on first. I'm just slowing down and making sure everything's good. I'm probably gonna have to permacharge here. I keep calling it permacharge, but it's just called turbocharge, guys. But you guys get the gist. It doesn't really matter. That one's cool. Throw the purple on it. There we go. And sometimes, guys, even when it looks like he's gonna kill him and there's nothing else left, there will slip one through. So keep your hand on that turbocharge ready for it in case something slips, because you don't want to lose it for something so lame like that. All right, for 59, guys, again with the strong. But this one, you may want to turbocharge pretty quickly, because the reason is because what's going to happen is you're not going to have it for level 60, and we need it for 60 for sure. So kind of just play this one by ear, I guess. Put it on first. I'm going to turbo here. I want it to regenerate by 60 so we can use it for the BFB, and it didn't. So that is what it is. But we'll be fine. He can pretty much take out the BFB on his own. But just to clean up the mess, because there is going to be a ton of Moabs underneath, and then by that time it'll be regenerated. We can use turbocharge and we'll be fine. So I don't know about you guys too, but I normally would, like, off the top of my head, I would always go this path, right? Like I would go permacharge and then go glives, because they just look cooler and it feels like they do more damage. But apparently there was a debate in the Discord, and the bottom path took the win. And then also I was playing it myself on Sandbox, and I tested them both fighting a BFB and then a bad, and this guy did more damage to the bad, and plus the top path needed to have a MIB to pop DDTs and leads and things like that. And so I ended up liking this guy better, and he actually worked. And that's really what comes it down to at the end, is if it works or not, right? And so it does. Okay, for 62 though, we're gonna leave Alc on first, and you're gonna charge that first fortified. It's gonna get crazy, guys. So just kind of keep it cool. Hopefully everything pops on its own until then, because we need that turbocharge to work, and so we just need everything to pop itself for a minute here. Okay. And then what would be preferable is if we can get all these Moabs at the same time. So let's wait on that one and hit these ones. Okay, that worked out perfect. Okay, so my goal there was to hit them all at once so they can just knock it out. Okay, 62. Okay. Oh, that was only 61? Oh. Oops. Whatever works, right? So that fortified's gonna come, and hopefully we can pop that thing. That could have That could have just been detrimental to us, guys. But it worked. But now I don't know if we'll have enough for this second one. So, we'll see. Oh, cool. We'll just do this. And put him on strong for that, actually. That was my bad. Okay, so put him on strong for that one. Take down this other guy. There we go. Okay, and what I'm trying to do here is, okay, that's all I wanted. I wanted to pop that second fortified. So a better timing would be once they're both on screen. I just got a little jumpy because I saw the first fortified, but you want to make sure that first or both those fortifieds get taken out. That's your main goal right there. And so wait for them both to be in his range and then put him on strong, because if not, he's going to go just swinging that thing everywhere, and you don't want that. You want him to be swinging it only at those fortifieds and knocking that thing out. Guys, this is a work through, let me tell you. Okay, so this is the dreaded one. This is the one that drives me insane, and I might have to hit the home screen if I can even do it in time. But what's going to happen here, guys, is that all of these, there's 3 rushes in 63, as you know, right? 63 always is the death of us. The first one's going to come through. We're going to take down as much of it as we can, leave it on first, okay? And then as soon as it gets to the point where we're going to lose, we're going to use our turbocharge and then immediately put him on strong so we can take out the other ceramics. And then we're going to get turbocharge or permacharge, which is going to be at the very, very, very last second. So just try to follow with me. We'll go it on slow. Okay, so see how he doesn't really affect any of these things? It just kind of just walks right through his defense. That's the problem. So we're going to wait till that comes around, that first rush. And we're going, see those ceramics coming after us? That's what's scary. So we're going to get him right here. We're going to use this turbocharge. And then immediately after it pops them all, puts them on strong. Okay, the other one is already out of his way. That's a bummer. So we're going to go here. Okay, 800, 800, come on, come on, come on. Okay, cool, we got it. So the trick is waiting till that thing hits the end. Oh guys, that's a breather. I've done that like 75 times in a row now, and it didn't work out on camera. It worked out for me on my phone, and then I'm playing on camera, it doesn't work. So I'm very, 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 very relieved right now, and very happy because it's like 10:30. Trying to go to bed soon so I can get up early because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I gotta get everything ready for tomorrow for me and my wife's date night, and oh my gosh. Okay, so it worked. We're good. I'm happy. Okay, now this thing is done. That's it, guys. That's it. My next note on here from 63 is on 98. Excuse me, what is going on? Too much Dr. Pepper, guys. I'm just everywhere right now. This is crazy. So we're gonna turn this back on. And I'm going to, I want to say I'm going to leave you guys, but then the problem is that I don't know exactly when to jump back because I want to tell you guys when I use my abilities and things like that. And here's what's going to happen. I'll give you guys a little rundown, then you guys can handle it yourselves from there, I'm pretty sure, and then I'll jump back in when I need to. So how this works is that he can take down everything until our next thing we're going to buy is a permabrew, right? That's $64,000. It's a lot of money. We need 60 grand more, 59 grand more. He can take down everything on his own pretty much without even hitting his ability once. The problem is that as you let more balloons slip around these corners and everything, it gives him more things to hit damage on. So to make that as least amount as possible, every time it looks a little too much and it looks like it's going to get past our guy, you use your ability. And so like right now, watch. If it gets past him, it didn't even get past in that time. But you'll see around the like 75s and 80s with the ZOMGs and stuff, it'll get around, coming around here, and then that's when he has access to hit him. So just use your ability and keep everything above the boomer, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. And then we're just trying to keep his pops very, very low. It'll end up around 20 something, but we want it like as low as possible because we don't want any problems here, because we're gonna have to grab a Shinuki later, and then we're gonna have to grab a overclock, and he's gonna throw his foam on the map no matter where you put him. And so we're going to try to have to do that. But until then, I will jump back in when I really, really, really have to use permacharge. But until then, like I said, I'm going to be using my permacharge so I don't have any balloons slip past so the alchemist can get them, if that makes sense. And I will see you guys in a little bit. So for those of you who have never really used permacharge before, how'd you guys like it so far using this guy? He's crazy, right? And he just wrecks through everything. You didn't have to hit anything. I actually got up, I went AFK, I went and hung out with my wife and saw what she was up to, because like I said, it's 10:40 at night and I've ditched her again for another night after streaming and then doing this. And so luckily tomorrow we get to hang out all day, which is cool. But to get back to this guy is awesome and super crazy. You don't even need to use the permacharge, but every so often I ran back in and pressed the one button when there was tons of BFBs, and then I didn't use them on 84, but I did use them on 80 for that ZOMG, of course, to make it a little easier. And this guy only has 10,000 pops. So if you guys have even less, you probably do. Let me know. And then let me know below too if you guys have even ever used the permacharge, or if you've used them not that much, because I know for me, because I make these videos, I rarely play other than, okay, so if I do a chimps video for you, I rush through the alternate balloon rounds and impossible to get to that chimp so I can make a strategy. And then after that, if I have the time, I rush through and I make, I rush through and I get the medium beginner done so I can now get the black border for that so I can look cool when I'm going through these videos, right? And so I rarely play just for like, what's the word, enjoyment, or would it's always enjoyment to play, but I don't play for myself, I guess. And so I don't really get to use these towers unless you see them on the game when I make my strategies. So this one I rarely use other than just doing it here, and it's so cool and I like this guy so much. We're gonna get this guy real soon here. There we go, cool stuff. Now we have Permabrew, we're gonna be awesomely even stronger, and this guy's gonna start raking in some pops here too, which is the scary part because so many balloons are going to start getting by us. So just use that permacharge every time you got it. Let's try to clean this up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a chopper, and we're going to lock him in place and put him here low as he can go. And we're going to go all the way to Chinook with this guy. And the reason being is obvious. We want to get rid of the permabrew completely. I feel like if we left him there, he'd have well over 40,000 pops. I don't know for sure because I haven't tested it, but it just looks like he'd get way too many because he starts throwing that potions out. But he's cool, he's happy, we're all happy, we're having a good time, and we're knocking this out. And I'm actually really, guys, you have no idea how excited I am that I beat that, because I don't know what it is. I guess it's like a curse, like when you mention something it ends up happening. But I have been knocking that out on my phone left and right for the last 3 days getting ready for this video, and then of course I go to make the video and I just keep failing on so many different levels. On 59 one time, on 49 of all things, and then it was 44, and then it was 15. I was like, what, 15? And so it's been hectic, and then just to run through this, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just super excited. So thank you guys for watching this so far. And the word of today is, what is the word of today, guys? Let's think of it. But in the meantime, let's get this guy up here too. And look at him take down the DDTs. This guy's just a monster. He just has no regards for anybody. I love it. Okay, we're going to get the Chinook. We're going to move this Permabrew, and he's going to end up with only less than 20,000 pops, hopefully, or he's going to get them all right now. Who knows? And then we're going to get this guy. So I'm going to move this guy here to the bottom corner. Ah, no. No. I'm so bad at this. I just want him far. Oh my gosh, guys. This is driving me crazy. Okay, you can put him there. That's fine. Okay, Permacharge. Okay, now I don't have to worry about him anymore. How many did he end up with? 19,000. Let's keep him under 20. There you go. Pretty cool. And then now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to grab, what was it again? I forget. Oh, an overclock. There we go. So we're going to grab an engineer, and we're going to put him in the farthest corner we can possible. But the problem is you put longer range on him, whatever, and he ends up having like way too much, and he puts his foam on the track and you just can't stop him. Well, right there. Cool. So what we're doing is trying to put him as close to the end as possible so he doesn't put as much foam, and really not much is going to get to that part of the track. So we're kind of chilling here. And you've seen 14 grand. I'm pretty happy with the results, guys. The only one we're going to have trouble on is 98. Even though we're not going to have trouble, we're going to have an overclock and a sabotage. So I'm really not worried about it. I mean, honestly, I don't think we need to even actually use the ability. Like, I think everything would just work on its own. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but just look at that thing spin like a crazy person, just over and over and over. It's so cool how good it is without an ability. Look at this. This is nuts. So I like it. And then what else is left, guys? So let me know also what your guys' plans for Valentine's Day is. So me and my wife are going to dinner. I haven't told her where yet because it's somewhat of a surprise. And then you're gonna hit those things. What are you doing? All right, and then we're going to surprise her with something else I can't tell you about. It's before. I don't want to give the surprise away, but it's cool. I'll tell you guys later because sometimes she watches these, so I'm not sure if she's listening. And then Saturday we have stuff planned too, so it's gonna be kind of fun. But let me know what you guys are doing below, and then also again let me know if you guys have ever used Permacharge, and let me know if like recently if you guys were playing and you just found a tower like you didn't even know, not that you didn't know about, but you just weren't used to using, like the Monkey Buccaneer Pirate, the Pirate Lord. I didn't even know he was so cool and can just keep taking down those Moabs like that. And so you just learn something new every time you play, usually on co-op because it's stuff that I never knew because I didn't play with other people before. That's how that rolls. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a sabotage right here, and this will be our last tower. You can grab 2 if you want, but we're probably not even gonna use this guy in time because I always forget. But now guys, don't forget, we have a Permacharge and we have an overclock, so we can just overkill on 98. So on 98, what I wrote down, let's see if it actually makes any sense. Charge, then overclock, then charge. Okay, let's do that. So we're gonna use the Permacharge. As soon as it works here, use Permacharge, and as soon as that runs out, you're going to use Overclock. Okay. I don't know when it runs out. Does it tell you? Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're going to use... Let's see here. Overclock. Okay, let's overclock him. There you go. Go for it, buddy. And then we'll also do Sabotage. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. Look at this guy go. He's a little beast. Okay, well, Permacharge. There we go. And then they're all going to regenerate by the time those BFBs get to us, so we're chilling here. This is super cool. And then I'm actually going to not sabotage, or am I going to sabotage? I don't know. Let's grab another one just in case, guys. You never know. Be prepared rather than be unprepared, right? We'll do that. And then I'm going to Permacharge these ones, actually. I was going to overclock, but I like Permacharge better. We're going to wreck all these things super easy. Look at that. And that's 98, guys, with 1 tower. 1 tower. That is so cool. Let's get this guy up to there. So now for 99, we have 2 sabotages and overclock. We don't need any of it, to be honest, but we will use it. Boom. Let's use this guy here. Let's slow him down a little bit, make it even easier for us. Look at this. Gosh, guys, it's so cool. So cool. So I liked the Crossbow Master one better because it was easier to follow, and I feel like anybody at any advanced level could do it. Everyone has a million XP on their Dart Monkey, so it's easy to unlock. But this one's just like a little fun one, I think. He's cool and he's fun, and the Boomer was like my favorite tower on Battles and by far my favorite tower on BTD 5 because when you get him that little special upgrade thing, he can have 2 glides, which was just insanity. And it's just a cool thing, and so it's just a cool Megapop. So also let me know below. I know I asked so many questions below, but I like to keep engaged with you guys, and I've been behind on my comments, but I promise I will catch up. And let me know below what towers you guys like to see. So I am thinking about doing another 2 towers chimps, and that's what this was supposed to be, or not supposed to be. I tried this with this guy and then the Prince of Darkness, my Ozzy Osbourne guy, you know, this guy with this thing, because he has shimmer, so he could make the camo for the Permacharge, things like that. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't give it too much thought, but I couldn't figure it out, so who knows. And then let's use this guy real quick, make that a little easier. And then, so let me know if the 2 towers chimps that I have is not easy enough for you guys, because I'll try to make a new one. And then let me know what another tower you'd like to see the 2 Megapops with. I think most of them, if not all, have been done. People have even done it with the, you know, 3rd and 4th tier towers and stuff, which is pretty insane. But just let me know what you guys want to see. And we're going to do overclock. And we're going to Permacharge, see how fast that goes. Look at that. That is crazy. And guys, that is it. You just black bordered a chimps map on logs with the 2 Megapops challenge, so you ended up with this cool achievement that I am finally going to accept. I promised people that I would, and there you go, that's collected. So now we've done the 2 Megapops, guys, and it is there. Now we only have random ones that I can't really make videos on for, so this is going to get a little hectic with these achievement ones. That's why I want to try to do another 2 towers chimps, and then maybe even another 2 Megapops, guys, because I'd love to do 2 Megapops with the mage. I feel like that'd be super easy, but I also feel like it's been done before a million times because the Archmage is awesome and everybody knows that. But for now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, definitely hit that like button. And if you're new and you have not hit the subscribe yet, definitely give it a try. And if you've watched a few videos and haven't subscribed, definitely think about it because it helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. So with that, guys, thank you, and join me on this Sunday for the live stream. It'll be at 8 a.m. Pacific, and it'll be a lot of fun. Sundays get really crazy with a good amount of people there, and I meet a lot of you and get to play co-op with you, so it's pretty fun. So guys, I will see you next time.